Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! All right. I made a few videos today that I just shared the depths of my soul, some things that were said, some things that were insights, regarding car insurance or whatever it may be. I just want to make a video to say happy Halloween to everyone out there, okay? I want you to have a good time. I want you to have fun. I want to document real quick my thoughts on the holiday because they've evolved over the years. First, when I was a child, when I was 8, 10, was my favorite holiday. I love getting dressed up. I thought I was like a ninja. I had the plastic nunchucks and everything. I would smack myself in the back of the head. But I thought I was the nunchuck guy. I thought I was Karate Kid and all that. So I loved it. I loved the creativity of it. I loved to get my pillow out of pillowcase. We would go from house to house to house, get a bunch of candy. Great time. One lesson learned, there was a time that I was trick-or-treating a block away from my house and an old guy did ask me inside. And I think if I would have went in, something crazy would have happened. So please, parents, be careful. I would not let your kid trick-or-treat alone. I mean, everyone has different life circumstance, but please, be careful. Then, as I got into my teenage years, mischief. Throwing eggs at people, throwing eggs at, egg wars and stuff like that. You have to be careful. When you get into the teenage years, there's a high level of immaturity and peer pressure and destruction happens. So be very mindful of that. You know what I mean? It's a different mindset. You go 8, 10 years old before puberty, it's all love. You're a ninja man or you're the princess woman. Then you get into 13 through 20 or 13 through 18, those teenage years, the puberty years, you're young and reckless. Be careful. Be careful out there with the parents, all right? Then when I got into my early 20s, I got into the church game. I got into, spirituality world. And I went, I grew up in the Catholic church. Then I went to a non-denominational church. And they had a whole nother take on Halloween. Their take was Halloween straight demonic. And you shouldn't even celebrate it. And if you do celebrate it, you should only dress up as like Moses or Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. You're going to be Moses or you're going to be Jesus, and that's it. You damn sure ain't going to be the devil. You know what I mean? So then I was like, well, let's take it back. So then I do research. I realized that, Halloween does come from, different origins of whether it's witchcraft or paganism. I mean, there's different things. You research it. But the bottom line is every holiday has evolved. Even Christmas, with the Christmas tree, that's pagan, related stuff. Everything has so many different meanings if you trace back to the origin. This video isn't to get into that. This video is to say that was that mindset in my 20s, and they had me like a little bit off. Now, I think some of that was valid. Then as I get into my 30s, and I remember one time too, like I was going like with my older guy, just like an older guy, we were cool, and we were walking, and it was like during Halloween, and he was like my mentor. And like we had walked past like a Halloween store, and like a pickup truck had like all Halloween stuff on it, and he was like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And I looked at him like, bro, what are you talking about? Like he was talking to like the costume on the pickup truck. That happens. Now, this is a good guy too. Like, it was my ace guy. But that happens. So then as I got into my 30s, as I thank God for the spiritual teaching, because a lot of that is wisdom. There is a lot of things that mentally and spiritually can harm your well-being if you're not mindful. So they had some things right. I think they were a little too extreme. Then as I got into a mature place, you know what I mean? I remember I was working with a guy who says, I didn't even told him. I was like, I don't know if I believe in Halloween anymore. It's demonic. He's like, Sam. He's like, believe what you want, but, for kids, it's a lot of fun. And I had to reflect. When I was a kid, it was a lot of fun. I'm talking about 10 years old or younger. Now, when you get into your teenage years, it goes to a whole nother level. So you got to be careful. But at the essence, I think Halloween births imagination and creativity. And that's healthy. When you really think you're the princess or when you really think you're the nunchuck warrior, that's healthy. Imagination, creativity is a blessing. You need that. You cannot just have straight wisdom. You need a level of imagination and creativity. Disney World, built from imagination and creativity. You understand what I'm saying? Not really wisdom. All right. Then the other thing that I want to share is, now I do not co-sign like this straight death, you know what I mean, gory type Halloween celebration, like where people walk around like with the knife, like, coming out the side of their neck, like faked up, all like blood everywhere. That's not for me. Horror movies, not for me. I think they're harmful. I do. Even now I'm mature. I understand some people are religious fanatics. Some people don't believe in anything. I'm fair, but I think that stuff hurts you. do what you want. I don't stop anybody from celebrating. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to do them. I'm sharing my thoughts, just document my thoughts. And so you gotta be careful. Like I always say too, like that Batman thing, Dark Knight, like when that guy really took the Joker, like he took that Joker personality onto him, and that guy committed suicide. I think that's dangerous when you try to become, like instead of you be trying to come the ninja warrior or the princess, you would try to come like the evil witch, or you try to come like the murder guy. Be careful. I know, like I said, I always say too, I grew up with a guy who watched horror movies all the time. Not good. Not good. It hurt him. So those are my thoughts on Halloween. I think it's a good thing if it's celebrated in the proper tone with the proper reason, which is to celebrate creativity, imagination, and some free candy, but be careful, not too much candy, you know what I'm saying? What I think is wisdom, I saw it last night in the community I was at, trunk or treat. Instead of having the kids go to the house, everybody went to like the community center, and all the parents had like different celebrations things in their trunk, and they went around and they just went there in a safe environment. There was police there. That's what that's how you organize an event, Bob Wells, all right? You don't go in the middle of the desert, everybody go for themselves. You structure that thing. I know some people hating on me, but it's all right. I don't care. All right, so recap. Halloween is okay if you structure it, if you have the right mindset towards it, and you celebrate in a healthy manner. Like everything, you take it in proper perspective. You don't give in, and you don't fuel the spirit of fear. Don't do that. You better not teach fear to your kids. That's not good either. Okay. And then the final thing I wanted to close on was it, like I was walking today and I saw like a kid, the school, like the kids were going around the school like in a parade and they all had their costumes on. That's cute. That's a blessing. That brings laughter and joy to your spirit. That's kind of too why I wanted to make a lighthearted video. I'm saying some serious stuff in this. Like, there's some good serious stuff in this, but I'm also being lighthearted because I like to be well balanced. I like to have a good time. I like to get serious. I like to get compassionate. You got to have that well balanced, or else life's crazy. We already know life's crazy. Come on, you don't need to dress up for Halloween to know life is a fucking horror show sometimes. All right. That being said, happy Halloween to you. Be safe. Not too much candy. And God bless. All right, stay inspired.